Hey everybody, this is Modern Refugee. When I did my dehydrating potato video, I had a bunch of people ask questions on dehydrating and more specifically using an oven. So I wanted to do a separate video on how to use an oven because pretty much everybody has some type of oven in their house or their apartment, and an oven is what my mom used for a long time before she actually brought a dehydrator home. And actually the dehydrator that I use in my other videos where I did dehydrating, that was the one that my mom brought home when I was probably 14 years old, and then she started using that. But an oven is something everybody has, and an oven can be used to dehydrate and make a lot of things. You can dehydrate vegetables, you can dehydrate herbs, you can do stuff like make beef jerky, you can make even summer sausage in an oven. So I wanted to talk about it a little bit. For this particular demonstration video that I'm doing here, I'm going to do carrots for you guys. And carrots have a little bit higher sugar content, so that's the main thing when it comes to drying in an oven. Most ovens only get down to about 170 degrees, and the most important aspect of drying in an oven is you have to keep the oven door ajar. It has to be open to vent out that extra heat, because you want the temperature to be like 140 degrees or no higher than 140 degrees. And some specifics with dehydrating, especially in an oven, hard vegetables, things like potatoes, carrots, parsnips, they have to be blanched before you can go ahead and dehydrate them. But then other things like peppers, celery, leafy herbs, stuff like parsley and thyme, oregano, that kind of stuff, chives, that kind of stuff you can dehydrate in an oven and just move it around a lot. And that's another thing when you're dehydrating stuff in an oven, you have to be kind of mindful, you have to watch it, and every hour or so you have to rotate and move that stuff around because you have that higher heat. Now with the carrots here, I'm going to blanch them for 2 minutes, just pretty much like I did the potatoes. You want to blanch them. That aids in it stops any discoloration that you might have in your final product. This is about 2.5 pounds right here, and with dehydrating you lose a lot of the volume, so it makes it decent. Another thing that you have to have when you're dehydrating in the oven is you're going to need some type of sheet pan, and then you're going to need some type of rack. I just got these kind of basic little racks here. I've had these for a long time. I use these for a bunch of different drying things in the oven. And if you got a old sheet pan like I got here that has a lip on it, it sits above the pan, which is good. It helps the air circulate. And our oven is actually a convection oven. It's one of the reasons why I wanted a convection oven when we got them, is it has a fan in it, and that helps move the air around as well. But you don't need that convection oven aspect. You can just do it with a regular oven too, and just keep the door ajar and then move your product around on it. Anyway, I'm going to get these carrots blanched here for you. I'm going to get them dried off, and then we're going to get them on here. I'm going to show you what they look like in the oven as they're drying. All right, guys, I blanched the carrots for about 2 minutes and put them in cool water, and rinsed them off good when I drained them to make sure that the cooking process stopped. And then I took paper towels and I basically just dabbed them off to make sure that the excess water was off, and spread them on my racks and got them on the sheet pans here. Now, these are a little bit thick right now, but as these dry in the oven, I'm going to move these around about once an hour. I'm going to pull these out and I'm going to move them around on here. Now, when it comes to vegetables that have a higher sugar content, you really have to watch them. Like these carrots here are kind of a good example. They got a higher sugar content, so they would have the tendency to burn if the temperature was too high. If you notice like excess browning or anything, shut your oven right off for a little bit to let that temperature come down. Another thing is certain vegetables, you can dry them in an oven, but I don't recommend it. Onions is the one that comes to mind, because onions will literally stink you out of the house. Onions I like doing in an outbuilding or outside with a regular dehydrator, because then you don't have those fumes. You could still do it inside the house, but I'm telling you what, your house is going to reek for hours while it's doing it. Now it's pretty much when these get in, it's just going to be tending them. So at least for probably the first 4 to 5 hours, it's about 5 o'clock at night. So between now and the time I go to bed, I am going to move these around constantly. Another thing with drying in an oven, it usually goes a lot quicker because your temperature is a lot higher than it is in an actual dehydrator. So normally things that would take maybe 24 hours in a dehydrator will probably only take maybe 10 in a regular oven. But anyway, we're going to get these in the oven and we're going to get them drying, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like sort of in process, and then again when we're finished. All right, it has been about 4 hours. It is 9 o'clock, and this is what the carrots look like at this point. I've been taking them out about every hour, hour and a half or so, and I've been moving them around and rotating the trays from the one rack up to the other. So anyway, I'm going to put these back in, and just keeping an eye on these, and when they're done, I'll show you what they look like. This is what the carrots look like after about 9 hours. They have shrunk considerably and dried out. Now basically all I'm going to do is I'm going to turn all the heat off, and I'm going to let everything come down to room temperature. Then we're going to check everything, and then we're going to get it into a mason jar. All right, it's been several hours, and this had a chance to cool down to room temperature. And I poured them all on the sheet pan here, and give you an idea of what the 2.5 pounds of carrots dried down to. Now I'm just going to take these and I'm going to transfer them into a clean, sterilized, and dry, of course, pint jar, and then we're going to just seal them up for our cupboard. Here is what they look like after they've been transferred into a pint mason jar. You can see here that it didn't even fill the jar up. Could have used 3 pounds instead of 2.5 to fill this jar up entirely, but everything dries down a little bit differently from one batch to the next. Now to use these, basically all you do is take whatever amount you want and put some boiling water on them and let them reconstitute, or put them into a soup or a stew, something that has a hot boiling liquid in, and then they would reconstitute as they cook. Just wanted to share these tips and talk a little bit about how you dehydrate stuff in just a regular oven, and these carrots that I had here were just a good candidate. But this is Modern Refugee. Appreciate all my subscribers out there. Hope you guys got a little information, a little entertainment out of this video. As always, just covering another way to put food up. You guys have a good one.